Like a twister that blew through town, she turned cruel witch Haman. Into a pitiful clown. Let's read the beginning of our Purim scroll and tell the story of Esther so bold. It happened in the days of Ahasuerus, that Ahasuerus reigned over 127 provinces, from India to Ethiopia. In those days, when King Ahasuerus occupied the royal throne in the fortress Shushan, in the 3rd year of his reign, he gave a banquet to all the officials and courtiers, the administration of Persia and Media, the nobles and governors of the provinces in his service.
Once upon a time, a very, very long time ago, there lived in the land of Shushan a mighty king named Ahasuerus. To many people, he was likened to a wizard because he made the people of Shushan feel safe and protected, and he possessed magical powers. The king would sit on his throne all day and tell the people of Shushan just how wonderful he was. He would say,
"It is really no miracle that I, a humble king, have ruled this land and provinces. It's quite a natural thing. There's really nothing that I do that doesn't meet perfection. And though I'm rich and powerful, I've never met rejection. Allow me to sing you this song." The wind began to blow, the fortress shook, and suddenly I saw a cloud that made me look, and just then I twitched to satisfy my itch and called out to my dearest queen, "I'd like a big sandwich." "No!" She called to me and left me hungry. She's quite a stitch. She really can't be nice. Her heart is ice. I asked her for the simplest things and sometimes twice. "No!" she says to me and shouts out angrily, "You pay the price."
the king loved to have a good time, and he decided it was time to throw himself a major fiesta. Since he loved partying so much, he didn't just throw one party, but decided to celebrate with two. The first one lasted 180 days.
That's a party.
And the second one, a much smaller one, only lasted for 1 week. Now, while the king was enjoying all the attention on his side of the palace, in the women's quarters, Ahasuerus' wife, Queen Vashti, hosted her own party for the Shushanite women.
Oh, girls, isn't this outrageous? Don't you just love my new outfit? I just bought this fantastic Dolce & Gabbana dress. And then, of course, I had to find the right shoes, which only Jimmy Choo could create for my delicate feet. I had to make me these gorgeous red slippers. And then, my poor neck. It was so bare. I took myself right over to Tiffany and I bought this little nothing of a diamond necklace.
Ahasuerus' heart was rather filled up with joy and fine wine, and he commanded his wife Vashti, Queen Vashti, to appear before all the partying men. After all, he wanted to show off her beauty and all the girls that he had, and all the wonderful gifts, that he had bought her. He called to her.
Vashti Pashti, my little angel pie, my honey hummintashen, my prune Danish. Please come to me.
My little shoo-shoo, I have no intention of coming to you. I am very busy with my friends ordering sushi online. Sorry, hubby.
Now, no one ever said no to the king, not even his wife. And therefore, Ahasuerus took the advice of his advisor.
Monkey face! Monkey face, get over here. Get rid of this woman. She disobeyed me.
Of course. What a terrible thing. I will get on this right away. Vashti, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. You had a great crib. 74 bathrooms. 74 bedrooms, everyone with its own bathroom. You had 47 camels, 54 goats, and all of the fresh liver guts a girl could eat. And you threw it all away. How silly. Now, you must leave Emerald Shushan. Go, pack your bags, and leave at once. But you must leave me these red ruby slivers.
Oh no, where will I go? I don't know what road to take out of Emerald Shushan.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Woo! Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road.
Okay, sounds good. Adios, amigos. Let it drought. Shalom.
Now the story gets really juicy because Ahasuerus is really mad. He calls one of his closest advisors, Karshana de Liona, and the king asks him,
Karshana de Leona, how would you suggest I go about finding a new wife?
King, have you ever tried Google? Have you ever tried www.isawyoinshushan.com? Or Persia.com?
I don't text.
Or Shushan Harmony? Now if I were king of Shushan, not queen, not prince, not duke, I would date all the girls in Shushan, the blondes, brunettes, and cooks. I'd command each thing, be be it fish or fowl, with a woof and a woof and a royal growl. Yes, if I were king of Shushan, not queen, not duke, not prince.
Meanwhile, far away, in a small area of the country called Kansastan, lived a beautiful young girl.
Kansastan, that was funny. You're supposed to laugh.
There lived Esther. She was the cousin of the leader of the Jews at that time. His name was Mordecai. They lived on a nice farm along with Esther's dog Toto.
Oh, my dearest cousin, who is more like a daughter to me. Loved beyond words, the apple of my eye, the straw between my fingers. I have something to share with you. I have heard around the city, and this is quite a pity, the king is all alone. He is searching for a new thing who will hum just like a new machine, and Esther, you're the one. You must hide that you are Jewish, or both of us are Jewish. He mustn't know a thing. I will take you to the palace, and the king will make you callous if you want to be his queen. Oh, Esther, don't you see? This is just the place to be, and the Jews will remain free if you are queen. So please don't be mean. You can laugh away the hours, garden and the flowers, and never wash your face. No more days of working, and your husband will be lurking, and I'll make you anything. No more days of working, and your husband will be lurking, and I'll make you anything.
A woman named Aunt Clara Hagan, the king's palace president, was ordered to supervise all the young women of Shushan and bring to the palace all of them for a full year of beauty school. Esther was taken along with all the others.
Come on, girls, move it, move it. You've had 12 months to get yourselves beautiful today. I am sick and tired of picking up after you. Brush your hair, brush your teeth, and stop moaning. Pick up your clothes off of the floor, and I wish you would quit the groaning every time you have to go to the river and wash your clothes. Didn't you read your contract?
Things weren't so easy for Aunt Clara Hagan, but after all that hard work, Clara got a one-day pass to the Emerald City for a makeover. A great place to go for a massage, makeover, all the things she wanted.
Hair removal. Read the line.
Hair removal from her chin and nose.
Now, back to the story. As you can imagine, hundreds of girls appeared before the king, but none of them blew him away. As the king grew more frustrated, his official munchkin said, "Come out, young women of Shushan land. The king is waiting to take your hand. Do not grab onto the king's arm, and when his eyes met hers, it was love at first sight. Well, actually, it was love at second sight, because Esther had seen his toenails and eyebrows, and it took her a few minutes to get used to them. They were ugly. But then, when she realized that she would be queen, she decided he wasn't that bad looking after all.
Would you please get on with the story?
Oh, well. Anyway, the king dated Esther for about 5 minutes, and then he asked her to marry him.
Beautiful Esther, would you be my queen? Marry her.
Esther thought it over for about 5 seconds, and then she said,
Yes, I would love to be your queen.
Esther was now the queen. With joy, she sang this song.
Did you hear what I've been a-hearing?
No, what you been a-hearing?
I've been a-hearing that they're fixing to kill the king.
You putting me on. What if we offer them folks a free membership to the King's Golf Club? Think they'd be changing their minds? I could be giving them a tour, fresh montage, and coffee. I would even give them unlimited if they join Committee of 100.
Nope, that would be like me fighting with a fence post. I guess we best not reckon with them folks and just be on our way.
Now, what these chamberlains did not know was that Esther's cousin Mordecai had reported them, and soon after they were hanged. Meanwhile, witch Haman which Haman hated. The Jews, and as soon as he was given more power, which Haman had the king issue a decree ordering everyone to bow down whenever they saw him. Proud Jew, refused to bow down to witch Haman. A terrible scene took place. Angry witch Haman plotted his revenge against the Jewish people. On the 13th day of the Hebrew month of Adar, all Jews will be killed, and this notice will be hung throughout all the provinces, so that all can see what will happen on that day.
On the 13th day of the month of Adar, the king's scribes were summoned and a decree was issued as Haman directed to the king's satraps, to the governors of every province, to the officials of every people, to every province in its own script, and to every people in its own language. The orders were issued in the name of King Ahasuerus and sealed with the king's sign. Accordingly, written instructions were dispatched by courtiers to all the king's provinces to destroy, massacre, and exterminate the Jews, young and old, children and women, on a single day, on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, and to plunder all their possessions. The text of the document was to effect that a law would be proclaimed in every province. It was to be publicly displayed to all the people so that they might be ready for that day.
Here's what it said, according to witch Haman. Will be riddled, will steal all their possessions and make fun of their obsessions. Our city will dance and sing with Ahasuerus, the triumphant king. These are a wicked people. They are strange and they're weird. Their laws are not our laws, and their customs we must fear. Aman will destroy them. And our city will be saved. If any of them choose to live, then we'll make them our slaves. Oh dear, all the people of Shushan were very scared. They shuddered. They cried. They cried for an angel to appear.
Don't worry, my children. This awful decree will somehow be changed, and you won't have to flee. There must be an angel who waits in the wings. She'll figure out something and go to the king. children, that something will be done. But until we have an answer, I'm begging you to run.
When Mordecai heard this terrible decree, he went to the palace to tell Esther, but he was met by one of her maidens, Tintop. He told Tintop that Esther must go to the king immediately, or all the Jews of Shushan would die.
When something's gonna happen, there's no more time for rapping. It's hard to want to grin. My queen is feeling queasy, and you know it won't be easy when she tells the king her plight. She's hiding lots of stories about her people's glories. She wants to let them out. Her past is very murky, and she's married to a turkey, but she needs to stay and fight. Now Esther's got a plan, and she's gotta take a stand. If she don't, they'll take her hand, and she'll be out, right on her hand.
When a girl finds she's in trouble and needs help on the double, it's time to call her in. A cell phone or a text, and then you Google what is next for Destiny to save lives.
So Esther sends a text back to her cousin Mordecai through Professor Marvelous and tells him to inform all the Jews of Shushan to fast on her behalf. She also tells the professor that she will go to the king and speak up, even if it costs her life.
Professor, oh my, I think I will cry. I must act quickly or my people will die.
Ha ha ho ho ho! Esther gonna make save us now. She's come to the king with a secret plan. God will stand. Ha 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 ho ho! Esther gonna make things clear. She's come to the king with a secret plan that will bring peace to their land.
Was the honey and his like the king, and your neighbor in the province ha ha ha, ho ho ho.
Esther gonna
Take us now. She's out to the king with a secret plan that will bring peace to the land. She's out to the king with a secret plan that will bring peace to the land.
After 3 days of fasting, Esther put on her most beautiful royal garb and entered King Ahasuerus' chambers. The king immediately extended his scepter and asked,
What troubles you, my beautiful queen? Why do you look so sad and afraid?
I want you and Witch Haman to come to a feast that I have prepared for you, and you will know at that time why I'm so depressed.
My dear Esty, poo-poo. What's the matter with you? Are we not going to celebrate the 55th anniversary of the Flying Monkeys Religious School? And are we not going to toast the 40th anniversary of the Munchkin Day School?
My dear Poshi, I'm afraid that I have to share some terrible news with you. But I want dear Witch Haman. I want him to be there when I explain my woes.
Of course, the king said yes to his beloved queen and asked Witch Haman to come and join him.
Hey, Witch Haman! Get your cookers to this feast on the double.
Well, that night, before the banquet, the king couldn't sleep. So he asked his devoted dog, Toto, to bring him his royal chronicles. In these papers, the king read, well, he did get the papers. In these papers, the king read about how Mordecai had saved his life when two chamberlains had plotted to kill him. The king then fell into a deep, deep sleep. And he had a very frightening dream.
From now on, you'll be history.
You'll be history. You'll be history. When Shushan's harmony will be blamed, you will be a bus, be a bus, be a bus in a hall of shame.
Oh, what a terrible dream! I'm so upset, oh my God, OMG! I just had the worst dream ever!
So the king then summoned two of his eunuchs in the morning, and he asked about this man Mordecai. What had been done to reward him for his protection over the king? When they couldn't answer, the king summoned Witch Haman.
All right, my trusted advisor, what should be done for a man whom the king, a guy like me, desires to honor?
Well, Witch Haman thought that the king was speaking about him, and he gave the king all kinds of wonderful ideas for honoring such a man. You could parade this person throughout the city of Emerald Shushan, and everyone could celebrate him.
Witch Haman! Mordecai will absolutely love it.
When Witch Haman found out that the king was talking about Mordecai and not himself, Witch Haman was mortified.
Mordecai, that's funny. Mordecai, it was Mordecai.
If that wasn't bad enough, Witch Haman then they arrived at the feast that Esther had prepared.
If your majesty will do me the favor, and if it pleases your majesty, let my life be granted me as my wish, and my people as my request. For we have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, massacred, exterminated.
Who is he? And where is he that dare do this to you, Esther Poo-Poo?
The adversary and the enemy is the evil Witch Haman!
Well, you can only imagine how infuriated and upset the king was after hearing this news. And he ordered Toto to fetch him a bucket of his magic potions.
Bring me a bucket, Toto.
Toto returned with the bucket, and the king threw it upon Witch Haman. That same ring that had once been given to Witch Haman. And he made Mordecai and Esther the keeper of all of Witch Haman's property. A couple of condos on Miami Beach, camel farm and homestead. The king also gave Esther a pair of beautiful red ruby slippers that Vashti had once worn. But Esther was far from satisfied, for though Witch Haman though he was dead, his evil decree was still in effect.
May I have your permission to write a new decree that grants the Jews permission to defend themselves against their enemies?
Another wish? Of course, my queen, Esther Poopy. Your wish is granted.